Hello, friends, and happy May. May happens to be a very special month for me because May 1st is my birthday. So I'm so excited to come on and share a message with you today that will hopefully set the course for you for some support and some guidance throughout the month of May. It is Taurus season, which of course I am a Taurus. It's such a potent month for lots of activity, lots of change. I kind of look at May as a transitional month between kind of that full bloom of spring and all that that brings. We phase out of like the school season. There's a lot of transitions in May that happen as we kind of ease into the summer at the end of the month. So it's a very vibrant month with lots going on. And so I think this message is going to be really helpful to you as you navigate through the days ahead. So the first card that I pulled for you is from one of my favorite decks. It's a Kyle Gray deck, the Angel Guide Oracle. And I pull from this deck every single day. And the card that I pulled is Take Charge and Action. Take charge and action, which I absolutely love. Couldn't have planned it any better because, again, with it being Taurus season, the bull is all about taking charge, moving ahead. And I love this card because, as you can see just from the imagery, the angel is holding this arrow in his hands. He's literally holding his path, his action step right in his hands. And I love the empowerment of that because of course everything is within our creation of our reality. And even though we have times where we feel like we're slowed down, or we might feel blocks or resistance, or we feel fear, we have the ability to come into alignment, to come into clarity when we go within, and most certainly when we call in some support from the universe, when we connect with our angels and our guides who are so happy to come in and help us through this stuff. So when we talk about taking action, I ask you to think about something in your life where you know there is a shift happening or a change coming. And maybe there's been some resistance around that. Maybe you are experiencing fear or what you perceive as limitations. Where we resist, we persist. And so oftentimes when we want to make a change, we want to move into something new, or we want to experience something, or we want to leave something behind, there's a lot of energy that comes up around that. So my advice would be to be courageous. This card sort of reminds me of like Archangel Michael energy. He's got this big, bold, courageous, action-oriented energy. And I want you to just kind of bring that into your energy field and into your presence. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. You can ask for support. You can ask for guidance and help in moving through something that might feel like a big challenge, but also something really exciting. So remember, in our field, we can often mistake fear for excitement. And so when you have these feelings coming up, just know you can use those as fuel for your action steps ahead. The next set of cards I pulled are the spread I really love to do, which is kind of a 3-card pull that I put together that has a lot of synergy. I find when I pull these cards that sort of go together and make sense. So the first card is from another Kyle Gray deck. So this is the Archangels Oracle. And this card that I pulled is Faith. Faith, moving mountains. Trust in your ability to create miracles. The impossible is becoming possible. And I absolutely love this, especially in combination with this card of the taking action, because again, this reminds me so much of like Archangel Michael energy. And Faith is the divine counterpart. She's the divine feminine energy of Archangel Michael. And she's also associated with charity and hope. And so faith is all about moving mountains and all about trust. Okay, so when it says trust in your ability to create miracles, faith is really one to call in for support in shifting the energy around the fear, the unknown, or having what comes to us, what we magnetize to us, come in the exact form that we expect it to come in, okay? The trust is really, I feel like, one of the most sacred steps we can take in life because the trust to me is ultimately the surrender, the allowance, allowing yourself to create miracles, to experience miracles, to magnetize, to manifest from a place of intention, from a place of desire, and not control the outcome. To have trust, to have faith, and also allow and know that whatever comes in, when we set our intention from that level of energy, from that high frequency, and we have that trust and allowance, that what comes in is exactly what we need. It is exactly what our soul desires. Even if our human mind, our ego, our mental mind wants to try to judge that or change that or would have designed it differently. The trust is really that deep spiritual awakening and that spiritual evolution of knowing that whatever comes is exactly the right thing. So I love this message, especially when it comes to taking action, knowing that when we take the action, when we're divinely guided in that action and we're intentional, that what is happening for us is exactly what is supposed to happen for us. The second card to this that I pulled, which is from the Soul's Journey deck, I love, it provides the word purpose, which again, how more on point could this be when it comes to taking action, to wanting to magnetize miracles and to trust in that? So knowing our purpose, and the mantra here is, I know what I am here to do. I know what I am here to do. And again, I love kind of even the color synergy of these cards and how they work together and show that when we know, I know what I am here to do, then we trust when we take action. We trust when we set intentions that the next step is unfolding just for us exactly the way it's supposed to. And then the third card I like to pull in this 3-card pull is from the Healing Energy Oracle. What I love about this deck is the beautiful light activations in the imagery, and then of course the messages that go along with it. So this card is Return to Heart, which I also love, just the colors and the heart with almost looks like a sword through it, which again reminds me so much of the energy of Archangel Michael. He is really showing up in this reading for this month. So for the Return to Heart, it says, I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. And I really love that, because when it comes to faith, when it comes to trust, when it comes to us being very intentional with our energy and with what it is we want to bring into our field, and we really surrender to that, we want to be guided from that heart space when we take our action steps, when we watch for the signs, when we look at the opportunities and the conversations and the experiences we're having, we follow those little breadcrumbs to get to where we are divinely guided. So this Return to Heart is a reminder to that what we seek and where we're headed isn't out here, it's actually right in here. And so if we want to be on the best course ahead, instead of looking all around, close your eyes and look in here, right? Return to the heart. So I hope this message will really serve you in this beautiful month of May. I hope you have a fantastic time with all the fun things that May brings, Mother's Day and graduations and weddings, and of course, my favorite time of year, the launch of pool season. So I hope this will serve you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.